Hello everybody, my name is King Poseidon, also known as KP Games, and welcome to the Maneater breakdown. So, we got some more information on Truth Quest from multiple sources. I personally found out about the information first from a site called Engadget, but I'm reading off here from Game Informer. So, there's a few things noteworthy that they bring up, and they bring up a lot of stuff, honestly. There's some stuff I wish they talked about a little bit more, but for the most part, this is a really good breakdown that a lot of these sites have been given. So, I'm going to break this down to multiple parts. I'm thinking customization, mission types, enemies, and just map areas, I guess. So yeah, we're going to be talking about 4 different categories. I'm going to be breaking down each and every one of them in depth, what they're going to add, what we can maybe expect, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the new maps announced. Now, this is pretty interesting. I was thinking that like maybe they do one and be like a really big area. No. They're doing 2 whole areas, which I assume this is what these are for. These have been blank. These are very obvious picks to put stuff in. This 2 maybe. Oh, it kind of goes more inland. This is off the coast, so this would make more sense. But yeah, we have seen some of it in the trailer. One of these. I'm betting that it's probably going to be this one. I'm betting it's going to be over here, I think, if I had to guess. Now, we haven't seen the second one, but we have seen one of them. And the one we have seen is an Arctic kind of area, I guess, to name it. They introduced a lot of interesting stuff in that part, but we'll get more into a lot of their stuff later. But they introduced what looked to be an island and an Aurora Borealis above it. So, ice much? I think so. That's going to be very exciting, because a lot of people wanted ice, and I think it only makes sense because there is, I believe, is that right here? There's that ice-based landmark, coincidentally, off of here. That's another reason. It's off of here. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fairly big chunk. It's going to be a fairly big chunk. Honestly, it looks like it could be this, and this combined. That's a lot of map. I cannot wait to see what the other one is, because we haven't really gotten any information on it. We've seen the ice kind of facility, but we haven't seen what the other one is. So yeah, this is for the maps really. There's not much else to talk about. We only got like a brief glimpse of one of them. It looks amazing, but we only got a brief glimpse. I imagine we'll get more as time goes on, but for now that's it. Okay, so for part 2, we're going to be talking about what's in those new maps, aka the mission types. Now, they have confirmed new mission types, and if you're kind of out the loop, there's a few mission types. There's population control, hunt, revenge. There's the story stuff like the grotto cutscenes and etc. And then there's the stuff like the apex predators and the bosses. That's your, you know, story. All of those stuff, cool and all, right? But there is brand new stuff. There's brand new stuff. So, they have announced 2 additional types of missions. One of them is apparently a failure to communicate, which players will have to use the tail whipping objective, which, if you remember from my playlist, I suck at, so prepare for me to flail hard. To destroy an object. That's not going to be easy for me, but, you know, we're going to give it a try. And then time trial, where you have to swim through rings before the time expires. So it's basically going to be like a little race. You know, that's a pretty big... I feel like those 2 are pretty nice additions to the mission types, because most of the missions just kind of revolve around kill. just kill things. kill things until they die. But it sounds like we're gonna be destroying stuff now. It sounds like we're having tests of our speed. There's a lot of really cool stuff, you know? There's a lot of really cool stuff. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I feel like there's going to be mixing up the gameplay a lot. And I imagine there's going to be more unique types of missions as well in the campaign itself. Which we haven't gotten too much details on, but I imagine it's going to be fairly big. And I kind of wonder, are we going to have the new mission types in other regions? Like, say, are we going to have like a race in Dead Horse Lake? Is there going to be like missions in Dead Horse Lake? Because there's clips from the teaser trailer that show like cutscenes from them being in certain areas. So it kind of makes me wonder, are we going to get new missions in other areas too? That'd be pretty interesting. I'm kind of hoping to expand more in Crawfish Bay, because that's the one area that feels kind of useless at the moment. I mean, it's a cool area, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing to do. Like, these are the landmarks, missions, bosses. It says just collectibles. That's a grotto. That's about it. That's the most fanciest thing it has. So yeah, a lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff. Can't wait to see how much it impacts the gameplay loop, because I feel like it's going to be quite a lot. I'm kind of hoping that, I don't know, some of them sound like challenges, right? The time races sound like challenges. Maybe they could be replayable. That'd be pretty nice to do every now and then. Or maybe they're just one-time things. I don't know. Either way, it's very exciting, and I cannot wait for it. Okay, so for the next part, we're going to be talking about customization, because there's actually quite a lot on customization. So, first things first, they're actually raising the level cap from 30 to 40, which is exciting to say the least. That also means we're going to grow bigger. We're not going to be 9 meters anymore. Maybe we'll go to like 12 or something. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. We'll feel actually big. We'll feel actually like a megalodon. Because, I don't know. The other one just doesn't feel like a megalodon. The mega doesn't feel like a megalodon, basically. But we're also getting 5 new organ evolutions. So 5 more of these. Which, if you don't know, there's currently 11. All pretty good abilities. But it kind of makes me wonder what those new 5 are going to be. Right? What can those new 5 be? What's going to be done for them? Some of my hopes, because I haven't really revealed any of them, right? Some of my hopes are that maybe it's like an automatic dodge. I know you can dodge it in the game itself. But I mean, like, whenever you get attacked, there's like a small chance he'll dodge to the side. That'd be a pretty interesting ability. I like that. You know, other stuff like that would be pretty interesting. Maybe like a health regeneration that gives you small health regeneration over time. That'd be another interesting organ ability. And not only that, but we're going to get another organ slot. So instead of the 3 you see here, we're going to get 4. Which means I can finally do stuff like mineral digestion, mutagen digestion, protein digestion, and fat digestion. And then I can just equip the tiger shark. Bam! I am getting resources everywhere. That'd be amazing. But yeah, there's also, they didn't really talk about this, although I think it's pretty self-evident from the actual expansion pack's thumbnail, that we are going to get the new skin set. They haven't really, like I said, nobody's talked about for some reason, but that's going to be bringing the skin set count up to 4, because currently we got the bioelectric, the bone, and then the shadow. We do have the tiger shark, as you can see here. But it's not a set, it's just a skin. It's a nice skin, but, you know, it's not a set. It doesn't have parts for the jaws, head, etc. So we're going to get a brand new set, which is exciting. It looks to be radiation-based, maybe? It looks like it's bringing atomic breath, is what I'm guessing. Very interested to see what they do with that. It's going to be very exciting to play as. I'm wondering how they're going to do the beam. Like, is it going to be like this and you just fire it out? Is there going to be like a special ability kind of like the others where you have to build it up over time and then you can just fire everywhere? I'm kind of curious how the beam's going to work. I want it. Yeah, that's a very exciting just prospect though. We're going to be bigger, we're going to get a brand new set, and we're going to get more organ abilities and one more organ slot. So, the evolution, the customization is definitely going to be improving quite a bit in this expansion pack, which is, you know, very exciting. I also imagine our base stats are also going to improve since it's raising the level cap, which is even more exciting. So, you know, hopes. And finally, we're going to be talking about the new enemies that this expansion pack brings up. Now, they bring up a few. They haven't talked about a whole lot yet, especially on the wildlife side, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I kind of wish we would see at least like 2 new wildlife, but no, we don't really get confirmation on anything except for like one of the brand new apex predators, which I'm going to talk about that in a bit. It's a bit confusing. But we definitely get new kind of human enemies. There's new boats that we saw from the trailer. There's helicopters now, which actually, I believe I talked about this in a video previously, but one of the points was that I really wanted more enemy variety, and I actually mentioned the helicopters, so that's amazing. This expansion pack is honestly everything I wanted. Almost. I did want more sets, but considering the quality of the set that we are getting, I'm not disappointed. I can overlook that. And there is admittedly a lack of wildlife, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, there's definitely new human enemies. They mentioned fortifications on the beach too. So that means we're not only going to have enemies in the water, but we're going to have more enemies on land and stuff like that, which is pretty exciting. They also confirmed there's going to be 5 new infamy bosses. So we're going to add 5 more onto this here 10, which is very exciting. Very, very exciting. I can't wait to see what they are and what they add. Because all these add brand new abilities, skin sets, and whatnot. Maybe that's how you unlock the radiation shark, actually. When I think about it. Or maybe that's how you unlock the organ abilities. Either way, pretty exciting. Now, for the kind of disappointment, we didn't really get much on the wildlife. Which is very disappointing. Very disappointing. I was kind of hoping we'd see, like, at least 2 new creatures, but no, we didn't see anything. Except for, like, maybe the thumbnail just kind of show something, but not really. Now, they mentioned new evolved hunt creatures, as well as the new Uber Apex Predator that prowls the deep. I don't know what they mean by Uber, but that sounds exciting. Now, a lot of sites are saying that it's one Apex Predator. A lot of the other sites are saying it's going to be more than one. And I'm just going to put it out right now. I just think it's going to be 2. I think it's going to be 2 new super bosses. Because, you know, there's 2 regions. Usually there's a boss for every single region. The only region that doesn't really have a boss, Apex boss, is Crawfish Bay. Because it doesn't really have anything. It's just kind of there to exist. But yeah. So, that's pretty exciting. 2 new bosses. I'm not sure what they are. They haven't really confirmed that. But yeah. I'm disappointed that they haven't shown more wildlife. I was going for something like a Greenland shark, whale shark. Whales, just in general. Maybe something like squids. A giant squid. You know, the thing I've been wanting desperately. That'd be pretty nice. But unfortunately, we didn't really get much of that. Oh well. Just oh well. I imagine there's going to be a new boss as well. Because obviously the main campaign had, you know, Scaly P as the final boss. I imagine there's also going to be a new boss to that as well. Maybe that's what the Uber Apex are talking about is. Maybe instead of like a hunter boss this time around, it's going to be more of an Apex boss. Which would be pretty interesting. But yeah. That's basically it for the creatures. Not much else to talk about. I imagine it will be more high-tech somehow. Somehow. Than these guys. Which, if you remember, this motherfucker had electricity shields. So, you know, that's going to be pretty crazy to even think about. Just how they can improve that much more. But yeah. That's basically it. Now, finally, the final point before I end up closing out, is they have confirmed the price and the general release date, they confirmed it's going to be in the summer. Which, you know, exciting. We don't really know when in the summer, we just know it's going to be this summer. As well as the price, it's going to be $14.99. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I imagine it's going to be worth it. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. I cannot wait to just blast things to death with radiation. Which, you know, it's kind of the dream for everyone. If you don't have the dream, why? Just why? Why do you not have that? You should. But yeah, I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait to grow bigger. I cannot wait to grow stronger. I cannot wait to see new enemies. Just, it's all exciting. Another thing I also forgot to mention in the enemy section is, are we going to see insectoid humans? Because they keep talking about insectoid aliens. Are we going to have straight up alien enemies? That'd be pretty exciting. I cannot wait to eat aliens, just slaughter all of them. Because, you know, that's what everyone wants at the end of the day, right? That's what everyone wants. Yeah, our shark is not that big as you can see, fortunately. But he'll grow bigger. I imagine he'll grow to at least like the sperm whale size. I'm gonna call it the sperm whale context. As you can see, sperm whale, fairly big. I feel like that's how big we're going to grow. Just for the size context. I feel like that'd be a logical step, right?
Impending resource scarcity and declining living
That's actually fairly big.
It's nice to know that in the meantime, there's still a place to get a good bamboo massage.
Oh, way. But yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Very curious to see how they even do stuff like the aliens subplot and whatnot. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you guys enjoy it, please do share, like, comment, and subscribe, or else the channel will be share the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.